everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Lovecraft Letter.
From Arkham Horror.
Mm-hmm.
This game is designed by Seiji Kanai, and it's published by Z-Man Games, who helped sponsor this video.
Let's head on over to the table and let's learn how to play the game. As always, you'll begin by setting up. Each player will receive a reference card. You'll then find the card, Stowaway Eggs, and set it aside face up. You'll proceed to shuffle the remainder of the 26 cards. Once shuffled, you'll set the top card aside and face down. It won't be used this round. You'll then deal one card to each player as their starting hand. You're now ready to play. The player who most recently solved the mystery will go first. Arkham Horror Lovecraft Letter is played over a series of rounds, where players will take turns playing cards until one player wins the round. You'll do this by collecting clues to investigate an eldritch mystery while trying to hold on to your sanity. Or maybe you wish to embrace the horror. Let's go over a turn. You'll first draw a card from the deck into your hand. Now, from the two cards, you'll choose one to play. In this game, you'll see Arkham and Other World cards. Arkham cards only have sane card effects, while Other World cards have both sane and insane card effects. When playing a card, you'll use the effect which corresponds to your state of mind. How can you tell if your state of mind is sane or insane? Well, by default, you always start off the round as sane. Once you play an Other World card, or if an Other World card appears in your discard zone through various card effects, you'll become insane. When playing the card, you'll use the effect of the card corresponding to your state of mind. If your state of mind is insane and the card does not have an insane effect, you'll then use the sane effect. Now, after playing and using the effect on the card, you'll end your turn by discarding the card you've played into your discard zone. As you play the game, you'll keep your discard zone visible to all players. This helps provide information on which cards may be left in the deck, and of course showcases your state of mind to other players. An important rule to know is that you'll only use the ability on your cards when you play them. Once they're in your discard, they will not activate. For example, if a player forces you to discard a card, you will not use that card's effect. There is a couple of exceptions here though. The Dilettante and Cthulhu, which are both the 8 cards. If you're forced to discard either of these cards from your hand, you're out for the round. When you're out for the round, you'll place the card in your hand, if any, face up in your discard zone. Your turn will then be skipped until the next round. Now, being insane comes at a cost. If you're insane before drawing a card on your turn, you'll need to make a sanity check. You'll reveal cards on the top of the deck equal to the number of Other World cards in your discard zone. If you reveal an Other World card, you fail the check and you're out for the round. However, if you reveal only Arkham cards, you'll pass the check and you'll continue your turn as normal drawing a card. You'll place all the revealed cards for your sanity check into your discard pile. Revealing a dilettante card in a sanity check does not eliminate you from the round. Now let's briefly look at the cards. You'll know how many of each card exist in the deck by either looking at your reference card or at the card itself. The marker below the number indicates how many of this card are in the deck. Let's give you a couple examples of the sane effects. The 4s protect you. When played, other players could not choose you for their card effects until it is your turn again. The 7s have a condition. You must play this card if you have a card that's 5 or higher. Now, a fun strategy tip here. You may sometimes want to play this card to trick other players into thinking you have a high card. Now, let's look at some examples of the insane effects. Again, these can only be activated if at the start of your turn, your state of mind is insane and you've made it through your sanity check. Relay. You'll turn the deck upside down. Everyone now knows the cards players draw. On your next turn, you may end the round before doing a sanity check. You may want to do this if you think you have the highest card. Stowaway. You'll choose another player. You'll take their hand into yours and give them the Stowaway Eggs card which was set aside at the start of the game. You'll now play another card as you have 2 cards in your hand. Now, if Stowaway Eggs are ever played, that player will lose the round. This essentially forces the player you chose to play the card that they draw. Randall Tillinghast. You'll collect all of the player's hands and secretly redistribute them as you choose. The abilities on the cards are pretty straightforward, but if you have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments or take a look at your reference card or rulebook for more information. You'll take turns playing cards until the round ends, which happens in 2 cases. When only one player remains, which makes them the winner of the round, or when the deck runs out. If a player was to draw a card but there was not one for them to draw, instead, all players will compare the cards in their hand, and the player or players with the highest value card wins the round. The winner of the round will then take a mythos token corresponding to their state of mind. Again, you can tell your state of mind by taking a look at your discard cards. If you have any other world cards, your state of mind is insane. If all your cards are Arkham cards, then your state of mind is sane. You'll now check to see if the game is over. If any player has 2 sane or 3 insane mythos tokens, they win the game. If no one has met this condition, you'll continue playing by going through the setup again. Are you playing with 2 players? Well, after setting up, you'll draw 5 more cards from the deck and set them aside face up. These won't be used in the round, but it will give you a bit of information on what you can expect.
And that's Arkham Horror Lovecraft Letter.
If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
And of course, if you found this video helpful, give us that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new here, because we love teaching and talking about board games.
Speaking of talking about board games, for our question of the day, what is the spookiest board game you've played?
Ooh, or your favorite horror-themed board game.
Love it.
There you
Let
go.
us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!